As far as the Russell goes, oh, now if you're on a bigger, I always joke around, call it a real time frame. Whole lot of nothing today. Get on that smaller time frame. We did some dancing around. There were some okay moves for anybody intraday trading futures. But these wicks, these were what, midday? Yeah, right around lunchtime. Uh, these got a little weird. So I guess that's when Powell was talking. Sent it down, right back up. I want to say this is. I even had an alert go off right here. I thought, oh, if we hit this, we're going to send it. So they roped me in with all that. It was on the Russell. But for the most part, I could break down the Russell, the Nasdaq, and the S&P with one ticker. I mean, they look identical. So as far as expected moves go, bounced right off the bottom of that line. We did draw that on Sunday. Again, that's what we watch out for in my group. That's where market makers have things priced out at. So anything below that, they got to do their job. They got to get to work. So staying inside there, feet on the desk, sleeping on the job. Doesn't even matter. Everything's already accounted for. I do think a relief rally is coming. More so on the other ones. Now, one interesting fact, this did get pointed out in my group. From this, did this pull back right here? So 1 to 9% is a pullback. 10% is a correction. We touched 9% today. We are less. We were less than a percent away from a full blown correction just in the Russell. Now, if we get that on the S&P, man, I can't stress it enough. I am going in. I don't care what's flying off. I don't care about overseas. I don't care if that's the narrative. Good job. Good luck. Best of luck to everybody. But if I don't need a lead vest and sunglasses at 11 p.m. correction territory on the S&P, I'm buying all of it. Quite literally all of it. I've even warned my group. They probably think I'm kidding. I'm gonna show up on like quant data and all those like options things. That's how bullish I'm gonna get. Um, unless nukes do start flying, I'm like a 95% chance I'm buying everything if we get to that 10% mark. We would need something to really tell me not to. All right. As far as the Nasdaq goes, let's jump down to a smaller time frame. Really, again, hit this zone, based out overnight. Now, last night we hit this zone, and so this was news to me. I didn't know you could do this. TQQQ is on Robinhood's 24-hour. So I bought the futures, and a lot of other people in the group bought TQQQ, which was a nice trade because in the morning it was up. So that sold, came right back down. And all we did was bounce back and forth between these two zones all day. Buyers here, sellers here. Does look like we're creeping up. If we get above this blue zone, I do think we check this yellow zone. But for now, that is just going to be a short entry. I can't go short down here at the bottom because what I like to do is poke fun at the people that do that. And then I can teach the lesson on what a rip your face off rally is. I don't like to just jump in both feet. I like to go short up here, maybe the break of this zone. So overall, I am bearish, but I'm very picky and I do want a short entry, which right now that's just not enough. I don't think we're anywhere done. What we did though was we did finally break this range and kind of put it in send it mode. So it's not a break and a retest. Anything. All I care about is the actual break here. I'm just going to leave that here just for, and right there at the link too, just for more coaching purposes in the future. Because I draw these out a lot. We're inside, and the narrative and the excuses and the news you guys, everyone brings up changes all the time throughout this. We're cutting rates, or we're not cutting rates. No, we're going to cut rates. It's like just back and forth. Look back, it's like, yeah, we did nothing. They just sold you a bunch of lies, and you went for it. Anyway, so that's why I'm going to leave it there for now. Okay, overall today, whole lot of nothing unless you were trading futures, maybe 0 days to expiration. 0 days to expiration options, you either did really well or just got absolutely smoked. On days like this, if you were participating, there's almost no in between because these wicks right here were within minutes. I got the alert, and I actually had bad cell service. And I'm like, oh, are we sending it? What's up? And then by the time things did load for me, we were already back down. And I wasn't in a desert wasteland. I just didn't have good service. We can't get rid of these. All right, so just shy of the expected move, basing out. Again, I think we're oversold. If we chop tomorrow, though, if we do chop all day tomorrow, here's your indicator. Like, and I say this a lot, and that's kind of why I've left this is the 9 EMA or SMA up there. I say a lot of times, like, hey, indicators probably just need to cool off, and then we're just sending it. The Bears are just catching their breath. Winnie the Pooh's not in the best shape. He eats a lot of honey. So after a run like that, probably got to catch his breath before he just does another sprint. So the relief rally better come in tomorrow, or I probably am going to have to take a short position. If we chopped all day and did not break today's high or low, if we did all that tomorrow, I'm going to have to enter short.